Happy New Year and welcome to the Beefy Pod, the official podcast of Beefy, the multi-chain yield optimizer located on 30 plus chains. I'm your host, Jorge, here with our marketing genius and guru at
Yes.
Beefy,
Yes.
TBC, the Beefy Cow.
Yep.
And we are excited for today's episode because 2025 may be an incredible or awful year for crypto. And we have our predictions for what is going to happen. TBC, are you excited? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. This is the top 10 predictions for crypto and DeFi in the calendar year 2025. Is it BCE? What are we doing these days?
Where
I don't
at
even
this
know.
point, it depends on who you're talking to and what religion. This could be before
Let me check.
Christ.
Let me check Twitter for what's appropriate.
I don't even know if you could trust that shit anymore.
Anyway,
But please don't ban us, our Lord and Savior Elon Musk. I'll never say anything bad about a Cybertruck ever. All right, please. Anyways, number one, my prediction, which I think is kind of on the radar, but I feel like I don't see enough discussion of it on Twitter. I think this is going to be an incredible year for stablecoins.
no.
I think we're going to see stablecoins, potentially get like the combined market caps of stablecoins reach over $1 trillion. And my reasoning is very simple. The finality is quick. The transition, like the potential for international business, like you could conduct business somewhere and then instantly take your pay, whatever you're getting paid or your revenues, and turn it into US dollars or whatever your local currency is. I just think we're going to see so much of that in the United States. And I know TBC, you might have some thoughts and feelings about the euro dollar, but
Yeah.
I do think we're going to see the euro dollar come back.
No.
And I think we're going to see trillions, 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 and trillions and trillions flowing into stable coins. What do you think?
Well, my first prediction is that your first prediction about the euro dollar is incorrect. I thought uh, Tether was supposed to collapse because that's what they said, and it was supposed to depeg and go to zero since the European Union banned Tether forever. And I'm going to look at the chart right now, and I didn't see that happen. So the internet was wrong. But I do agree with you. Stablecoins will be a big deal, as they always are, always. So hey, if you're a dev out there, go develop a stablecoin that doesn't rug, and you'll
Well,
be in good shape.
one thing I want to say is actually one of the CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, Howard Lutnick, who's basically the company that holds most of the assets that backs Tether. He's part of the Trump administration, essentially, like as an advisor. So I think like we're going to see a lot more growth in Tether. And another thing to mention is, and I guess this might fall into like other predictions, so I won't go too deep into it, but we're going to go into a better regulatory landscape for the crypto space in the United States, the largest capital market in the world. And I think that's really going to create insane growth. And I think the amount of companies in the US that just want to use, like, get their payments faster, hold their assets in US dollars is insanely high. Like, the demand is huge. Imagine countries where the currency is collapsing, like say the yen. There's like a huge incentive to try to get some of your assets in US dollars. Or obviously, if you're a Bitcoiner, you'd be like, no, you got to hold everything in Bitcoin, yada, yada, yada. But we're not quite there yet, Bitcoiners. So that's kind of where my mind is at with the stable coins. TBC,
All right, hey,
what is
if
your
you,
first? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you're still around after this exciting top 10 list, where the first conversation was about stable coins, just just strap yourselves in for a continuing riveting discussion. because I'm bringing up number 2 here, and I'm going to call this one KYC sellouts. The year
Ooh,
2025 will continue to have more and more projects, more and more chains, more and more wallets, all demand more KYC. Yes, the world is heading toward more regulatory compliance. And because of it, your identity is going to have to be slathered all over your wallets. The Orwellian state is here. They want to know every transaction, and crypto has made it possible. The end is near, folks. It is all over. And you cypherpunks have failed because you're all owned now by BlackRock and Bitcoin maxi sellouts. You sons of bitches.
you know what? I hate to be that guy, but I definitely think there's it, at the very least. I don't know if it would roll out in 2025. I think that's where we disagree, but I do think that is coming, and it's extremely unfortunate. I'm really hoping that maybe there's a way where we can maintain some sort of pseudonymous nature, like
Like
if it could be
like if
maybe
they
a soul bound
scanned your
NFT or
eyeball.
something. I ain't gonna do that. I'm doing that open AI WorldCoin, whatever it is. Never. But but TBC, I think you have a really good point, and I think for anyone watching, hopefully you've gotten familiarized with some privacy cryptos. Nothing here is financial advice, but
Nah,
there are
screw that,
privacy
man. DeFi
solutions out
system,
there.
man. We all got in this to wreck the system, and now all you bastards are selling out to these people. Ah, pump my coin, Donald. Pump my coin. Th- Make me bunch of sissies.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. People forgot what the whole space is about. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not just making finance easier, but it's also making finance more free. For everyone to participate, to unbank yourself. That's not a bankless plug, even though I love that show, but it kind of is, I guess. But
that was
it's all
embarrassing.
about being more free. All right, number three. Number three. Are you ready for this one, TBC?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's get going.
I think I'm extremely bullish on XMR.
Oh
Extremely
my god.
bullish. And
I thought that
actually,
was
for the
dead.
same reason, for full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, we did not tell each other what our predictions are, but I'm extremely bullish on XMR and bullish on privacy crypto in general. And the reason I am is not because there's people that are nefarious, but most of the people that use privacy crypto are just regular people. And especially, like, for example, what happened in Florida, that now you have, like, if you want to access,
Fog?
you know, if content that rhymes with corn, the website has to apparently ask you for KYC, and that's why corn sub is no longer available in that area. So I think that there's going to be a higher demand of people who are going to be using
Porn pub?
VPNs, find ways to do payments that are going to be private. And also, even if we don't think that the everyday people are going to do it, BlackRock doesn't want you to know what they're doing with their money. Neither does Fidelity, neither do all these big institutions. So, at the very least, I would not be surprised if during the Trump administration in 2025, we see bills passed that allow for a greater amount of privacy for the financial institutions. So, I'm actually quite bullish on privacy coins. My hope, though, is that that privacy is for the everyman, everyday people like you and me, and not as much for the institutions. If anything, if people are making a yield for an individual, like your 401k or whatever, I do think that some of that should be open to the public. Not my account, but you get what I'm saying. What kind of shady stuff are they doing? Has everyone forgot about HSBC?
What?
Helping
All
the
right, all
Mexican
right.
cartels laundering money? Come on now.
Jorge,
Anyways,
Jorge. I thank you for that. I don't keep up on Horn Pub news, but I guess you do for some apparent reason. All right. Number 2. Oh wait, this is number 4.
No, no,
Number
4,
4.
buddy.
Number 4. All right. In the year 2025, my prediction is this. L2s are gonna die. We're finally
Really?
done with all these L2s. They're slow, they're cumbersome, and they're dead. And new chains are gonna pop up that are faster, and they're gonna sell out even quicker to the HSBCs and the Black Rocks and the governments. Once you scan your eyeball, you'll be able to get your direct deposit right from your work. Then they'll take all your taxes out, and then you'll pay a VAT tax because Europe wants the cut, and then you'll be able to do transactions on all these new, faster, less private chains. And they won't even work with, and they won't even allow your VPNs. So L2s are dead. There we go. That was a bit of a rant. I'm
Well,
sorry about that.
can I
Edit
ask you
that down.
something? So,
Yes.
wait, I gotta ask you. So, does this mean you're like anti-ETH? Do you think? Are you saying that there's going
I,
to be more
have
people
you
going
not
back
paid
to the
attention?
decentralized layer one?
The we are ETH is dead. It's been dead. Have you been on the internet the last month? ETH is dead. Okay, and it's only a matter
I've
of time
relied on you
before
as my ETH shill. Where's
I'm supposed to
I've
shit.
watched you
I can't help
transition
it.
to the dark side.
It's my predictions for 2025. I just don't think this is going to be a banner year for anything anymore. This I grew up in this space, man. I poured my heart and soul into it, and every year I die a little bit more inside as I see everybody sell themselves out. So KYC is here to stay. Your wallets, they're going to be owned by the government, and your L2s are dead. And yeah, that's it. On to number 5, Jorge.
Number 5. Okay, on a less depressing note, I actually have a thought. Now, this kind of has to go with my prediction for number 1 because the ultimate use of DeFi at the moment is a lot of trading and yield bearing assets and such. And in order to maintain that, you need stablecoins. So I think that as the stablecoin market cap grows dramatically next year, I think that DeFi is finally going to have its, the DeFi summer, I guess 2.0 or DeFi spring or whenever it starts. I actually think we're going to see a resurgence of DeFi. And what that looks like, I think we're going to see the TBL explode. What's a TBL in DeFi Llama? Let's take a look at DeFi Llama. Come on now. Sec. So current TBL right now is 124 billion, and we have not gotten back to our near 200 billion TVL. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see it double. If we hit, potentially even 300 billion in TVL as stablecoin market caps grow, as we see stablecoins gain more adoption this year. So I think this is going to be a killer year for DeFi. I think we're going to see more people get in. I think we're going to see more DeFi, more fun yields, all that good stuff. So
Prediction number 6. There will be no alt season. None. It's never happening. It's never coming around. It's not.
why?
It's just another blue ball experience. Get used to it. This is the world we live in. Jorge is dead
Okay,
wrong again. And my prediction for number 6 is there will be no alt season ever. Ever again. Ever. Game over, folks.
I disagree. I'm gonna
Well,
I'm
I
gonna
know I heard
disagree,
your
and I'm gonna
point.
tell you
Number
my
5,
reason.
you're just wrong. It's okay. Stable coins are gonna.
Yeah, man. Look, okay. Here's why I think there's gonna be an alt system. This is why I think TBC is wrong. Is because really, and this is, I guess, prediction number 7,
Oh my
is that
god.
all of these. Look, we got a new, Gensler's out. We're gonna get a better SEC, and really, what's been holding back the crypto market from its growth in the United States has just been clarity. I think a lot of the lawsuits are going to get dropped. That's prediction number 7. And I think that not only are they going to get dropped, but that's going to allow for clarity and more confidence for everyday mom and pops and normal people to start learning about crypto and getting in. I mean, you can't turn on CNBC anymore, or Fox Business without someone talking about Bitcoin at this point. You have billionaires like Jason Calacanis being super bearish. You have David Sachs as your new crypto and AI czar. I mean,
Oh, czar,
everything is
yes.
set in place
We got a czar,
for.
guys. We got
I
a
know. I
czar.
hate.
Pump my
Why do we call
bags.
people
Pump
czars?
my
Any.
bags. Jorge, we have a czar now. There will be an alt
So
season. You've changed my
I
mind.
think
Thank God
I
the
I
government
think
can
it's
tell us
inevitable
how to run
that we're going to get a
our
dip, but
culture
I
and our
think it's even more
decentralized networks.
inevitable
Bring in the
that we're going to
yield,
get
baby.
more.
We're gonna have Janet
We're,
Yellen doing yield curve control in DeFi. Just wait.
aren't they already doing reverse repos again? I think like 400
Don't get
billion was
oh
printed.
Jesus.
So, I mean, everything is lined up for a really strong alt season. That's my opinion. What that's going to
Okay.
look like,
All
I
right.
don't know.
You're wrong.
But for sure, prediction number 7, clarity, better regulations, better SEC, probably all these lawsuits getting dropped, or at least most of them getting dropped.
All right.
So I
All
think it's
right.
going to be a good year for alts.
Number 8. Number 8. Just because Jorge thinks I'm super depressing today. Super depressed. just reality setting in, folks. Number
All
8.
right.
Points are dead. We're the year
I love you.
2025.
I love you.
We're
I'm
finally killing
totally for
off
this.
the stupid points narrative. It's gone. Goodbye, everybody. We're done with that. That we could file it into bad ideas, stupid crap we're all embarrassed to talk about. History of decentralized finance. Points have finally died, like crypto kitties and NFT artwork and all that. It's all dead now. And now we could progress into a year where the government gives you points to, based on your internet score to see how much money you could spend in your crypto. So there you go, Jorge. What do you think about the points narrative being dead?
I wanted it to die since day one. I've never been a fan of it. I mean, I understand like the challenges of airdrops in the past couple of years and stuff like that, but I'm just so sick of the points. I get the incentive like to get people on as users and to use the product.
Hmm,
Call me
hmm.
old fashioned. I just like, people coming in, trying something out, getting an
Yeah.
airdrop. I think the whole
Here's
points
some
thing
money.
and then the
Oh,
market
yeah.
for
Okay.
points, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
It's
Agreed.
ridiculous.
Agreed. Number 9.
So whether that happens or not is yet to be seen, but pretty sure. So number 9, and I guess this is me disagreeing with TBC again, but we do have.
Points.
I
More
I
points.
I know I have been holding on to my Solana and I am very
Oh,
happy. I've
gee. Here
had
we
an
Great.
incredible run with Solana, but I've also been accumulating Ethereum. And I think that in these next few months, I wouldn't be surprised if in the beginning of the year, I think especially with the Pectra upgrade around the corner, for Ethereum, I think we're going to see a huge interest coming into Ethereum. I also think that we're going to see Wall Street with the ETH ETF. I think we're going to see them thinking to themselves, I like they're no different from us, other than the nefarious stuff they do, I guess. But in terms of the investment strategy, it's all about getting a return. If they're going to double their money with Bitcoin, that's an insane amount of liquidity that has to come in. With Ethereum, it needs way less liquidity, and it's the second highest market cap altcoin. So I think it's inevitable that Ethereum is going to have a great year. Now, what that price looks like, I don't know. Like I've heard people say 7K, I've heard people say 10K, but I think Ethereum being the most secure smart contract platform by far is always going to be the the overwhelming selling point. At the end of the day, I think all these institutions and regular people want to use the network that, even though it has issues, even though the fees are high, I think that they're going to want like a lot more security. The network is never shut down. I'm talking about you, Solana. It's not as centralized as Sui, you know, and I think that that ethos is still very strong. And I think over time they will find ways to make the layer one more accessible, and layer twos are still getting a ton of action right now.
until they're
And you
dead.
have base until, until they're dead. Okay, TBC. God damn it. It's like, all right, I don't care. All right. Well, what's your next prediction,
The
TBC?
final is this is the final. This is number 10. This is the final prediction, right?
We
This
might have
is
some bonus predictions,
you
but
can't do that to these people. Here, this is the final prediction, and this is the easiest prediction in the history of all predictions ever. You ready, Jorge?
go for
In,
it.
in the year 2025, Michael will continue to buy
I've
Bitcoin.
said we'll just keep buying the top forever. Every day's a good day to buy
And
Bitcoin.
Wow. How did you come to such a
I
profound
just
conclusion?
I'm a shill now for Bitcoin maxis. We have to keep pumping our bags, and it's listen, it's just a very I know I'm going out there, but I think Michael is just going to keep buying Bitcoin. I just have a feeling, call me crazy. I think this guy is just out of his mind, and no matter what the price, he is just going to keep buying Bitcoin. I don't know. What do you think, Jorge?
I think you will, and that actually is kind of, it's weird that you're making predictions that are
Are coming
followed
true?
by like,
It is amazing.
no, like
You're welcome.
they're very well connected to mine, and we didn't have this phone call or anything earlier, but I got to tell you, and this is my bonus, I guess
Oh,
you could say bonus prediction,
here we
and
go.
this is my bearish
Number
prediction.
11.
So I think, I don't know if it'll be Sailor. I don't know if it could be Coinbase or a financial institution, but I think someone is going to have like a social hack or a wrench hack or like some type of very technical hacker that is going to take out a large amount of Bitcoin. It's just, there's way, look, Bitcoin is a tool, a decentralized technology, and we now have more people than ever that are trying to centralize it. Whether it's Trump saying, "I want all the Bitcoins to now be here in the United States, all new Bitcoins to be made here," that creates all sorts of centralization risk. Or just the idea that any institution can have a wallet that big, like BlackRock or Michael Saylor. All these people have the power to destroy Bitcoin's price in an instant. I just
You mean
think like
like
it's
the Satoshi wallet is just going to just wake up and wreck everybody?
it's possible. I
Okay,
I,
I'm
I
changing
honestly
my
think,
prediction. Okay, L2s and Bitcoin are going to die this year. They're just they're all dead. All of it.
look,
Just
look,
start
TVC, I thought you might like
get the
this.
funeral
My
procession going.
my wife's grandma made this for my birthday. She found something useful to do with $1, and she made it a little beer bottle because she knows I love
I
beer.
thought it was like a spliff or something.
All right, not everybody's a druggie like you, okay, buddy?
Oh my.
Not
What
everybody.
well, that's what I use my Bitcoin for, right?
So now time for the final part of this video.
There's
TBC,
more?
you've heard my predictions. What
Yes.
are your thoughts on some of the stuff I've said?
I didn't listen to much of them because you're full of it. There's no way Solana is going to still succeed. I already told you all L2s and Ethereum are dead.
They're all
Also,
L2s to you.
they're all of them. Monero has been dead. I mean, I don't know. You're talking about resurrecting Monero. That's dead.
It's done pretty well this year.
You said someone's gonna hack Bitcoins and Bitcoin's gonna die. I don't know, Jorge.
Not hack
I think,
Bitcoin,
and then
but I think
the only thing you're correct about is that there will be more stable coin action because that's the only thing that's going to be left in DeFi. Because we're all DeFi protocols are dead because there's no alt season. All the L2s are dead, and we're all going to be stuck on one government chain, using the same stable coin to buy social credit scores points. So we can all exist.
I am praying that we are not going to be in that dystopian world, but I will not deny its possibility. I will not deny its possibility. But I do want to say that for me, your point on points, I'm sick of points. Of that's just me being a hater, I guess. But you know, kudos to you guys who made enough points and to make it worth it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I do think that the year is going to be much more bullish than you're anticipating. But I do think we are going to get it. There should at least be a dip. It's not healthy to be going up like crazy and making it more expensive for me to buy other cryptos, especially ETH. So don't appreciate it. Trying to buy more ETH here. Okay. But TBC.
Yeah.
As usual, with your wise wisdom, incredible opinions that everybody anxiously waits for to listen to.
I'm sure.
On our beautiful show, I've had an excellent discussion with you today. Those are our predictions. And at the end of the year, we're going to see how much of what we said came true, if any of it
That's
does
unlikely
at all.
Jorge, people like you and me won't make it to the end of this year.
We're still live.
If they'll let us record from our holding camp.
If you know, the government has not shut us down, if we're still active and out there and helping you guys find the best yield in all of DeFi on Beefy, if we're still doing that, then you'll see us again.
Always bullish.
Thank you guys so much for watching.